Some days with Crohn's aren't dramatic, they're just heavy. Today, I want to talk about what a bad day actually looks like for me and how I get through it. Not in a fix everything way, just this helps me cope way. One of the hardest lessons I've learned is that fighting a bad day usually makes it worse. There was a time when I'd try to push through, pretend I was fine, and carry on as normal. Now, the first thing I do is stop and acknowledge it. This is a bad day, and that's allowed. On bad days, I reduce life to the basics. I eat something small if I can, drink water, plenty of rest. If something isn't essential, it doesn't get my energy. And that mindset alone just removes a lot of pressure. I used to feel guilty for prioritizing comfort, and now I just see it as a form of self-respect. Loose clothes, warmth, familiar spaces. Comfort doesn't fix the illness, but it does make it more bearable. When the pain or anxiety feels overwhelming, I find that distraction helps. Not forcing positivity, just giving my mind somewhere else to rest. And that sometimes can be like a familiar TV show, sometimes just listening to music, and sometimes just writing things down that I don't need to say out loud. One of the heaviest parts of bad days, it's not the pain, it's the guilt. And that's, guilt of cancelling plans, guilt for resting, mostly guilt for not being useful. I'm still learning this, but rest is not a failure. There are a few everyday things that help make my bad days easier for me. Nothing medical, nothing that replaces, professional care. Just small comforts that make the day feel a little less harsh. What I'll do is I'll list them in the description for anyone who's curious. But if today is a bad day for you, just remember, you don't need to be brave. You don't need to be productive. You just need to get through it. and that's enough. Thank you for being here and for listening to my story. In my next episode, I'll either talk about medication and what I've been through, or I may talk about how Crohn's changes relationships, friendships, family, and how you see yourself. And if you want to stay, you're very welcome.